Let's see the comparison between DynamoDB and relational databases. So let's see how they scale. This DynamoDB scales horizontally. How this DynamoDB scales? Horizontally. So what does the horizontal scaling means? That means if you have one database here, then if you have more traffic, then your database will be another database will be created. And if you have much more traffic, then it will be create another database. Then if you have much more traffic, then another database will be created. So like this, it will create horizontally how many databases you want, those many databases. That means it is infinitely scalable. It offers auto scaling. So let's see how about our relational databases will scale. So these will scale vertically. So whenever we require high load, so then what happens is, so let's say this is my database. Now I got high load. So I need more CPU power. So in this case, what happens is this current instance is replaced with a larger instance. So during this time, a downtime may happen, right? Of course, a downtime may happen. So there is no auto scaling here. There is only vertical scaling. So if you require more scaling, then it will scale like this up. So what are the existing base database that will be scaled up? That's it. No horizontal scaling. So we need to replace or we need to increase the instance type. So coming to the DynamoDB, coming to RDS. So what type of data can I able to hold in this RDS? We can able to hold only relational data, that is schema data. Schema data only we can able to maintain, that is a fixed scheme data. We can able to hold only fixed scheme data only in the RDS. So if you see about DynamoDB, we can able to hold variable schema data, that is schemaless. Schemaless data also we can able to store. So these two are the main advantages of DynamoDB compared to our relational databases. So under DynamoDB, we do not need to specify any table structure in advance compared to relational databases. In DynamoDB, since it is schemaless, each item can have many number of attributes, and all the items don't even need to have same number of attributes. That is, each items no need to have same attributes and same number of attributes. You can have different attributes for each item, and you can have different number of attributes for each item as well. So let's see, these are the advantages when do we use DynamoDB compared to relational databases. So now we can also see the downtimes of DynamoDB compared to RDS. So in RDS, you can able to write advanced queries with joins, grouping, and summaries. Coming to DynamoDB, we do not have such flexibility. We do not have such flexibility directly, but we can able to use such a flexible option by using PartiQL. Under DynamoDB, you can query and modify your data by using PartiQL. It is same like SQL under DynamoDB. Whereas if you write a particle query, then it first converted into which type of query? Did DynamoDB query. Then it scans under the backend, then it will be executed. So like this, you can able to execute SQL like advanced queries under this DynamoDB as well. In this way, you can able to overcome this problem. Under the relational databases, you have multiple databases, but under DynamoDB, it supports only a subset of particular language. That's it. It does not support multiple languages. Coming to relational databases, it offers a wide range of databases, but DynamoDB will offer only few databases like strings, numbers, Boolean values, lists, tuples, list maps, and sets. You can see under relational databases, it supports wide range of databases. Coming to DynamoDB, it supports few databases like strings, numbers, Boolean variables, binary data, null values, lists, maps, and sets. So if you want to store date, then under this DynamoDB, it does not have a data type. So you need to store the date under strings or numbers format only. And finally, a major limitation is there under this DynamoDB. So this is actually the comparison between relational database and DynamoDB. And I'd like to provide you one more important limitation, that is in DynamoDB, your object or your object item size, your item inside your object, that size is, or else you can say item size in object. Your item size in object must be less than or equals to 100 kbs. How many kbs? 100 kbs only. So if you want to write more number of, if you want to write an item with high object item size, your object item size will be up to 400 kb only. The limitation under DynamoDB is your object item size, or else whatever the item which is present in your object, that size limit will be up to 400 kb only. Limit up to 400 kb only. So how to overcome this, sir? So in order to overcome this, you first store your objects inside S3. So let's say if you are frequently storing large objects per items, if you are storing large objects per items, you will store these objects first in S3 and then store the reference in DynamoDB to overcome this limitation. Here in DynamoDB, your object item size limit is 400 only. If you want to frequently store large objects as items per item, if you want to store large objects frequently per item, then you first store those objects under S3 and use the reference of your storage in DynamoDB per items so that you can able to overcome this size limitation. So I hope you understood this video. Now, in this video, I hope you got a good understanding with DynamoDB and relational databases, difference between them, and what is the limitation and how to overcome the item size limitation under DynamoDB. So I hope this video is understanding to you. If you feel this video is contentful, then please like, share, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to get the latest updates. See you back in the next video with another interesting topic. Until then, bye bye guys. Thanks for watching again.